Pinag... Guys. I'll be right back. For real this time. I'm back. Hello, guys. Okay. Sorry I had to leave so soon, but we're here. Thanks. If Skylemon's still here, if Sky's still here, thanks for the raid. What do you mean while we wait? I just got here. Hello, am I here? Like, for real. Am I here? You hear me? Guys? Hello? Anyway. Oh, we have to keep going before I wilt away. Let's go. Wait, we're here. Hi. Oh shit, I fucked up. Oh well. Okay, wait, there we go. Are we back? Alright. Hey guys. Hey. Hi. Okay, hey guys. Okay. We're here. Hello. Okay, so guys, welcome to the stream. So as part of Southeast Asia onwards, we are playing a bunch of video games from the event. Which are from Southeast Asia, which is where I'm from. I'm Filipino. For the Filipino, and yeah. So right now we're about to play OOKAMI Okami, which is an otome game. So let's go. Also we're streaming as part of Hope.exe, which is a charity event for the Charity for the Future, and we are currently raising money to help the people that were affected by the recent typhoons in the Philippines. So yeah, let's play. Let's play. Let's game, gamers. I'm sorry if that was really quick. Oh no, Unity! Hello, game. Knock knock. There we go. So it's just a demo. I don't know how long the game's gonna end up being. Yeah, it's just a demo. I don't know how long the game's gonna end up being. Alright, let's go. Well, this is it. Well, okay, wait. This is a Kine. Okay, wait. This is a protagonist, right? Okay, wait. Well, this is it, isn't it? I pressed my palm against the counter, feeling its every imperfection, worn smooth by years of care. Every step in these halls, every creak in the floorboards, I've memorized them all. After tonight, none of it will belong to me anymore. Strange. I thought I'd feel sadder. I had spent a lifetime here, and now I'm too old to take care of it. A ryokan, traditional Japanese inn, without its keepers, is just an empty house waiting to be forgotten. How many times have I cleaned these counters and mopped these floors, greeting guests who came and went like fleeting whispers? I wonder if I would ever find someone to walk these halls with me, not just pass through them. Someone who would wake up beside me every morning. But no one stayed. No one made an impression. I made my way towards the onsen hot spring, my knees protesting with every step. I should have let myself enjoy my life more. A persistent thought haunted me, refusing to fade away even in the quiet moments after the guests had departed. Did I live well? I spent my youth building the space, holding onto it with everything I had. And in the end, there's no one left to hold on to me. So, that's the real regret. Sigh. Well, it's too late to dwell on it now. I brace a hand against the wall as I push myself upright, My back cracks, but I force myself to stand with a groan. My foot slips. There's a moment of weightlessness, followed by a sharp crack as the back of my head meets the stone. Then cold. Water rushes over me, pulling my limbs. My fingers grasp for an anchor, but meet only emptiness. As the world blurs and my vision tilts, I catch a glimpse of steam whirling above, rising into a night sky that feels infinite and dark. Perhaps in another life. Mm. My head feels like someone's hosting a drum circle in there. I inhale, hoping to be greeted by the cozy scents of aged wood and warm sake, but instead, what is the smell? Salt, fragrant smoke, and sweet aroma of osmanthus. Instead of my dimly lit ryokan room, I see red, a bridge covered in mist. This isn't my ryokan. A sharp chill sinks into my spine. I died, didn't I? The Red Bridge of Souls. I've heard the stories. A place between. A crossing for lost souls. And here I am, on a bridge between a life already lived and whatever comes next. But why does everything sound so loud? I can hear whispers, loud murmurs, the occasional laughter. Seriously, my ears are starting to ache. Wait, ears? A creeping suspicion settles in. I lift my hands. And those aren't my hands, are they? My fingers are slender, smooth. Sharp nails, sharper than I remember. Claws? My breath catches. I stare at my arms, my legs. No more wrinkles, no more gnarled knuckles, no more aching bones. Instead, I am youthful, glowing, radiant. Oh my. My jaw drops. I pat down my arms firm. I press a hand to my stomach flat. I trail higher. No way! My hands fly to my chest. They're perky! With the spirits above, I have breasts again. Perky full, no sag, no back pain. This is a miracle. These are the breasts of a woman in her prime, not a retired ryokan or owner who needed at least 2 layers of fabric and a prayer to hold them up before. But before I can fully appreciate this cruel miracle, something moves behind me. No. I turn my head slowly. A tail? A red furred tail sways behind me, wagging? Oh! My hands tremble even more, trying to make sense of everything. My skin, my tail, my lack of— Oh! I'm naked. Oh my god! The boobies are so big! I'm as bare as the day I was born, but with a tail, claws, and apparently some kind of breast enhancement? Oh no. A breeze rolls across the bridge. My entire, very exposed, freshly revived. Nobody was supposed to see this body. Prickles. Stay calm, stay dignified, but of course, there's no dignity left to be had. I crouch down, wrapping my arms around and my knees and curling my tail around myself like I'm trying to create a makeshift modesty shield. But I'm not alone. I hear footsteps. No more like claw steps. Breasts can feed 10 children, lol. That's if they had milk. Followed by rustling robes, and then something that sounds suspiciously like skittering. I do not turn to look. Absolutely not. I'm not entering whatever fresh horror that was. Shadow looms behind me. A robed figure glides past. It's a double take, then slowly backs away. Another one, sprouting a long, serpentine tail, grins at me, showing off a mouthful of sharp teeth. I pretend I didn't see it. Okay, Breeze. Red Bridge, spirits, the rules of death. Then I'm surrounded by spirits, possibly man-eating spirits. I will not be making eye contact with anything that looks like it might eat me. Deep breath. Focus. I handled rowdy nobles, drunken guests, and several matchmaking attempts. I can handle this. Alright, first things first, clothes, and then I figure out what in the world just happened to me. Push myself up, careful and composed, and new arrival, huh? Cute tale. Followed by a burst of laughter. Oh, splendid. Public humiliation on day one, lovely. Alright, breathe. Pretend you're fine. My finger twitches, and something deep inside me whispers, move slow, stay quick, bare your teeth if you must. And for once, it doesn't sound like a bad idea. Come now, only girl. You've handled worse than this. I steel myself. Back straight, chin up. Oh no, too fast. Suddenly gravity remembers I exist. The bridge vanishes, the lanterns blur, the night air rushes past me like betrayal. Oh, not this again. Water again, but this time it feels different. I seem to be breathing underwater. An improvement from earlier, but also an insult. Didn't I already drown today? I feel like I should get a free pass on the second one. But before I can decide to stay here or to here out of sheer stubbornness, the water stirs. A hand grabs me with a firm grip and says, stop embarrassing yourself and get out of my river. Before I can properly swoon at the sheer commanding nature of it, I'm pulled upwards. My head breaks the surface and finally I see him. A man? Oh my. Now I've seen many men in my life. Strong men, handsome men, men who paid extra for the private onsen package, but this one? He's something else entirely. White hair, slicked against sharp, sculpted features. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Mask covering a tall, broad figure, clad in heavy robes, looking every bit like an ancient spirit who has been reluctantly saddled with bodyguarding duty. His breath is steady, but I see the exhaustion in his stance. He looks like an old war banner, torn, faded, but still standing out of sheer spite. Which is still terribly attractive, by the way. And then I feel warmth. His outer kimono draped over my shoulder, his hand lingering just long enough to ensure it stays. My. It's been quite some time since I was last embraced by a handsome young man, and with such grave solemnity, too. You alright? Tell him he looks slashing. Okay, thank him. I'm fine, thank you. How fortunate that you were here. I place a hand over my chest. He watches me unreadable behind his mask before nodding slightly. Can you walk? More than I ever have before, actually. Slowly extends his hand. Come, I'll help you cross. And still, well, since you're insisting, take his hand. This man grips it steady, warm, with a quiet kind of carefulness. And together we walk. This is a dream, isn't it? Does it feel like one? I hum, observing him as he were an interesting specimen. Well, I can't tell he's beautifully exhausted beneath that mask. I can tell. I don't know. You're rather intriguing for a dream. He grips on my wrist. His grip on my wrist tightens. That got a reaction. Because it's not a dream. Well, I suppose if I had to fall into anyone's arms, yours aren't the worst. He doesn't respond, but gently nudges his head forward. You should stand soon, before the cold sets in. Straight back to business then, of course. You are a yoka now. The words hit me like a ladle of cold miso down the back. I thought as much, but hearing it said aloud, so this is real then. Well, Akine, you have two choices. Fall into an existential crisis or flirt your way through it. How scandalous. How odd. How scandalous. Link up at him pretending to be all innocent. Oh my, how scandalous. Am I a pretty one? That. You are an Okami, great wolf deity. Hmm? You're not answering my question, dear. Which I noticed his shoulders tense up a bit. Fingers flex like he's deciding between folding his arms or saying something. I grin, my tail swishes behind me, matching my glee. Let out a tiny grunt and throws his hand like that'll end the conversation. You should keep moving. Oh, he is fun. Alright. So it's true then. I died with unfinished business and then came back all supernatural. Humans do not become yokai without a cause. Let me guess, strong emotions, right? The classic cocktail, all in one, desire, longing, and the splash of regret. Anyway, they always say intense feelings linger after death, and I was practically soaked in it. You understand then? I curl my fingers into the fabric of the kimono around me, grounding myself. It's real, heavy, like the weight of everything I couldn't let go. I didn't want to die alone. That was my final thought. For a moment, only the river answers me. It was powerful enough. All that yearning, and I end up half drowned in a clingy kimono with a rugged, handsome masked man. I'd call it a tragedy, but the shoulders are the shoulders are compensation enough, or simply enough to refuse fading quietly. Not a denial nor an answer either, but close enough. I spent my entire life running a ryokan only to die and become a yokai. Some might call that a bit on the nose. Hmm? Oh well, alright, what now? You decide that. A remarkably casual response for someone that should be an important something that should be an important revelation. As simple as that? Yes, after all, even as a yokai, it's still your life. Ah, so it comes with free will. Excellent. I was hoping this wouldn't be one of those ominous bound to an ancient curse situations. There's the faintest smirk tugging at the corner of his mouth. Disappointed? Devastated. I look past him at the mist-covered bridge ahead. Where exactly were you heading before I made my graceful descent into the river? Home. Home, huh? And where might that be? There. He lifts his chin slightly as if on cue. The mist moves to reveal a structure at the end of the bridge. Is that a ryokan? Yes. A ryokan in the spirit world? Indeed. And you live there? Yes. Across my arms, sizing him up. He's unreadable. My face. He's as unreadable as ever, but something about his tone is humoring me. With rooms? Yes. And is one of those rooms just so happen to be empty? He shifts ever so slightly, realizing he has walked straight into whatever trap I have set. Perhaps. Oh dear, very fortunate for me. His arms cross over his chest, and for a second I swear he's fighting back the urge to smirk. And you intend to claim it just like that? Well, I did just die and come back as a yokai. I feel like that entitles me at least one complimentary perk. One? For now? I tap my chin, pretending to think. Tell you what, I'll earn it. Let me help you out in your inn. Sweeping a few hallways, cleaning the guest rooms, and look breathtaking while doing it. That'll be a fair trade. There's a bit of silence, then I have made a mistake. Wonderful, I'll take it. A long, slow exhale escapes him, and for a moment, I think he might just walk right back into the river to escape this. Instead, without another word, he simply turns on his heels and continues walking. I follow him with a grin on my face. The ryokan looms ahead, and I can see the wooden panels soften by the time the lanterns hanging limp from the eaves. It isn't in ruin, but it looks like it wouldn't mind the excuse to be. This is not quite what I pictured. Not exactly welcome, weary traveler. Enjoy your stay, is it? No. I give him a sidelong glance. He says nothing, but this place is steady. This isn't how it used to be, is it? It was a needle deflection, but I have lived long enough to recognize it. Ah, I see. So you expect me to believe this place was always this charming? I can practically hear the unspoken sigh before it leaves him. You're not going to let this go, are you? Not a chance. Wait, is that an amusement I detect? And then, what happens? We get teleported inside. Okay, and then at last we step inside. Oh, not the kind of, more like the, oh dear, what have I stumbled into? When you open a drawer and find a rotten snack that could double as an exorcism result? It's worse than I thought. Our Yokan would be warm and inviting, but this place feels like it's waiting for someone to tell you it's over. This is a disaster, yes. Wow, just like that, no attempt to sugarcoat it? Would you believe me if I tried? Fair point. What happened here? I lost the power to run it. You said that like you misplaced it under a cushion. Would have been easier if I had. Oh, interesting. How long has it been like this? Very long. That at least I believe. I should just walk away. This is not my problem nor my responsibility, but still, I know this feeling. I've lived this feeling. I know what this is like. You're far too tired of keeping this place, but you know it will die with you if you don't hold it together. His hands are unmoving, but his shoulders tremble, betraying him. Looks like I hit a nerve. Have you changed your mind then about staying here? I blinked. That wasn't what I planned to say, but looking at this place, I can't see an inn like this and walk away. Not when it still has bones strong enough to stand. No, I haven't changed my mind. I'm not just going to help out. I'm gonna help you revitalize it. Cause deep down, even after death, I'm still an Okami. Still someone who believes an inn like this deserves life. Help? Yeah, surely you haven't been left to your own devices for so long that you've forgotten what that means. I'm aware of the concept, but I don't need it. Oh, I'm sure you don't, but that doesn't mean you should turn it down. People offer help when they leave midway or make it worse. So don't think of it as help then. Think of it as professional meddling. Persistent. And you're stubborn. He exhales slowly as though bracing himself. And what do you gain from this? A place to stay, obviously. You want to stay? With me? Even though we just met? He sounds more amused than betrayed. Yes, well, technically, I just died, so I think I'm entitled to a few impulsive decisions. Besides, it's either your creeper Yokan or wandering around until something with detachable claws decides I look crunchy. My gut says you're not the type to take advantage of a woman. Tilt my head slightly, watching for a twitch or any sign of protesting. Nothing, just calm, tired silence. Besides, you need help. I need purpose. Let's not complicate a mutually beneficial arrangement. Do you assume you can do better in keeping this place than me? I know I can do better. His ears perks up as if I've genuinely surprised him. You claim experience then. Dear, I used to walk barefoot through corridors, balancing ledgers, calming guests and yelling at staff, all before breakfast. I let the silence hang, watching him piece it together. Then tell me, Okami-san, what would you do to improve it? For starters, get rid of the cobwebs before you start charging rent. There's dust on every surface, and the lanterns showed them I thought we were holding an exorcism. And I'm pretty sure I felt something evil whispering in that cupboard. Motion towards a dust-covered reception table desk. This looks alarmingly shoddy. Guests should feel welcome, not like they're auditioning for a background role in a ghost story. I glanced towards the empty seating area where the chairs look rather dusty and unkept. My ears lowered instinctively. and the sight tugs at a quiet ache in my chest. This place is meant to be lived, and now it just sags. Back in my ryokan, oh, what a time that was. The lanterns always glowed warmly, sake never stopped flowing, and I knew the name of every guest who ever dared to flirt with me. I may have been alone behind the curtains, but the halls never were. Laughter, footsteps, whispers in the night. Something scandalous, sometimes not. It was a home, noisy and beautiful and alive. While this, hello, Lady Crimson. And while this is a shrine to silence. This whole place is a tragedy. And you believe you can fix this? I know I can fix this. Arrogant. You're so as skilled as you claim. Yes, but you're welcome to test me. He studies me for a long moment, and I catch a precise moment he realizes he's going to lose his argument. Fine, but don't blame me when you fail. Ah, there's the answer I was hoping for. You'll work here then, naturally, and you'll follow my rules. Define follow. The man just turns on his heels, expecting me to follow. This is going to be entertaining. Well then, now that you've sort of accepted my offer, I suppose I should at least know who my boss is. Shimon. Who exactly? Who exactly are you, Shimon? I'm one of the 4 mythical beasts. Oh no. 4 mythical beasts? He's the tiger one. I feel like he is a tiger. Yeah, it's such a casual difference of someone commenting on the weather. I beg your pardon? The Zero Dragon, the Vermilion Bird, the White Tiger, and the Black Tortoise. Oh, is that why he has a fucking, a fucking White Tiger mask? Makes sense. I'm the White Tiger. As in the White Tiger? The very same. Slowly, I let my gaze travel up and down, actually looking at him. This frail, wilting daikon radishes of a man is the legendary Ryako? Huh. Watches me with quiet amusement. This man definitely knows what I'm thinking. And how per tell does one of the 4 mythical beasts end up like this? That is not important. I think it's very important. You're free to think so. I exhale sharply through my nose. Fine. I'll let it go for now. Fine. Let's start over then. I'm Akine, former Okami of Ryokan Tsukikage in the human world. I ran my ryokan for decades. I know how to handle guests, manage staff, and maintain orders. Do you know? A challenge? Oh, delightful. Dear, I once managed a summer festival, 3 weddings, and a pipe burst all in a day. While wearing a kimono with a busted hem, I practically breathed hospitality. I kept the place running on time, under budget, and with guests so happy they left gifts. Shimon doesn't answer before shaking his head sarcastically. Bold words for a wolf who drowned in a river. Excuse me. I was not the one. I was not the one who was fished out like a wet, shivering pup. I was just testing the current. How fortunate that I arrived before your test reached its conclusion. Fine. You won this round. Well then. Well then to your new home. Well then, boss. Wouldn't you be showing me around? Surely you have some idea of what I'm supposed to be doing. Perhaps. Hello, Zafrox. What do you mean? What do you mean? Who says they're the feet? The feet? Where? There's feet? Where? Where are the feet? He moves with the grace of someone who refuses to acknowledge his own exhaustion. Naturally, I match his pace. If I wanted, I could glide ahead effortlessly, but there's something entertaining about watching him pretend he's not running on sheer willpower alone. Just as I'm considering how long he'll keep up the act, I catch sight of my reflection in the dusty mirror. Right. I'm still wearing his robe. It's scandalously slipping off one shoulder, draping around me in a way that could either be elegant or suggestive, depending on the light. My, here I am strolling to your home in nothing but your clothing. What would the spirits say? The woman stopped mid-sentence and turns towards me. You require proper clothing. Do I? I think this looks has a certain charm, a bit daring, quite refined actually. Stay there. Oh! I remember that. I remember that. I remember that. Flashes back to people that don't know, that don't actively think about feet. The sight of feet doesn't necessarily go ding 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 ding. Aw, poor Lady Crimson. It's okay. Such a commanding tone. Doesn't dignify me with a response rude and disappears down the hall, leaving me alone. Take the opportunity to glance around. What was this place like before when it was alive? And why does he seem so reluctant to talk about it? Before I can dig too deeply into my own curiosity, Shimon returns carrying a neatly folded kimono. The moment my fingers brush the fabric, I notice something immediately. It's well kept. There's a faint lingering scent, soft, floral, and distinctly not his. A woman's scent. Whose kimono is this? Oh. Just thank him, I guess. Thank you. Say it gently, accepting the kimono with both hands. The teasing lilt to my voice fades just a touch. I want to ask, the scent clings like a memory. Someone cared for this, or was cared for. But we've only just met, haven't we? But perhaps some stores aren't meant to be touched with a curious finger right away. The fabric brushes against my skin, and nostalgia washes over me. I wore a kimono like this once long ago. The night my heart first cracked open. Aw. He said he couldn't stay. Said that the inn was too quiet in the winter, and yet he had no trouble keeping warm in someone else's arms the following spring. I remember watching his back as he walked away, snow in my sleeve, sake in my blood, and pride in my spine. I smiled, waved, bowed like a good hostess, and cried into the dishwater after midnight. Ah, you, so dramatic, so hydrated. But it's long past now. I'll take good care of it. Doesn't answer, but the brief flicker in his gaze tells me he heard me. Change quickly. There's still much to see. As I decide not to push further. Not now. It's decided that I'll leave the cosmic detective community. Ah, yeah. Why did were there like it's okay. There are other card shops around here, you know. Oh, did you meet some poisonous people? Anyway, it's okay. Don't think about it too hard. You know, there's just some people you need to cut off. Some people that are learning experiences, you know. The thing about people that you cut off, make sure you tell everybody who they are. Make sure to warn people about them. I know people are stupid and they think that you can just keep giving people a chance. You know, but there's some people you really can't give a chance to. I don't know why I'm saying this. I have a feeling. No, you're not the person that told me stuff. Anyway, someone told me something similar recently, so that's why I'm like... That's why I have like oddly specific words for you. This hallway leads to the guest rooms. How many are there? More than enough, but they are unused. Don't worry, boss. I have plenty of ideas to bring life back to this place. I will reserve judgment. Ah. He strides ahead before I can retort. There's something familiar in this, not the walls, but the rhythm. Walking the halls, checking rooms, holding it all together. I did this for decades. I watched him just a head, shoulders heavy in a way I remember too well. Was he always this quiet, or did the ryokan take his voice like it tried to take mine? This is one of our guest rooms. Oh! He strides. You can't accept that to grow is to ruin people who help you grow. Well, because that's not true. Because that's not true, you know? Because that's not true. Growing doesn't have to be hurting other people, you know? But because, like, let's think about it strategically. People are infinitely useful. You know? Oh, hello! Hi, Arsenal! Welcome to the stream! Thanks for the raid! Thanks for the raid, sorry. One of my chatters is having a sing. I'll just tell you this. Those people that you step on other people to grow, they're bad people, okay? And they are limited. They are sacrificing speed for... Hello, I'm Somnicast! Welcome to the Komi stream where Komi does the Komi sings! Thanks guys for the raid! How are you guys? What are you guys playing? Marvel Rivals? Yo, Marvel Rivals, best game ever? Okay, wait. I really need to tell this to this person. Okay, Lady Cribs. People that that hurt other people, that hurt people, that use people as stepping stones, they're bad people. And that's strategically speaking. The more people you hurt, the less people you'll have on your side. The less people you'll have. And this is, like, let's be real. Content creation is a hard game to play, you know? If you don't have your people, if you don't have your friends, all you got is nothing. You will one day just be left with nothing. You know, if you can live with nothing, that's fine. But not everybody is that kind of person that can live with nothing. So many people grow their platforms in friendship. Grow their platforms on genuine relationships that they've been making, okay? Don't let like a couple of people being dicks, couple of psychopaths is what I'm gonna say, because they lack emotional the ability to be emotional, right? To understand emotions, to deal with other people's emotions. Don't let other people like that make your perception of the world, because the world is nuanced, you know? And we're human beings are not just political animals, we are social animals. So stepping over other people will work sometimes, it will not work all the time. Because you need to be with others. And you need to be with the right people. And if you end up creating a situation where nobody cares about you, what happens to you, you know? And nobody would give a damn. You give what you get, and you get what you give. So always, when it comes to content creation, when it comes to anything, always put your best foot, put your kindest foot forward. Because that's what you're gonna end up getting. There will always be people that will try to fuck you over. There will always be people that try to hurt you. Because that's how the world works. But you don't want to make it so that people want to hurt you. More people will want to hurt you, the worst kind of person you are. The more people will be vindicated to hurt you, the worse you are. But... but you know... And that's in addition to people that already would hurt you just because you're a human being, a member of society with them. So like, you know, don't feel too bad. Just keep yourself. Don't let bad people ruin your world. Ruin your life, is what I'm gonna say. Anyway, hello guys, thanks for the raid. Welcome guys to the Komi stream where Komi does the Komi sings. Thanks so much for that. I'm sorry that you guys came in while I was doing a talk, but it was really important for people to hear that. Especially people that feel sad, especially right after they got fucked over or something. It's just what it seems like I'm hearing. Aw, you can do it, champ. I believe in you. Thanks, Arsenal. Thanks to Somnicast. Thanks so much for the raid. So everyone would know, we are streaming OOKAMI OKAMI. It's a visual novel as part of Southeast Asia Games Onward. And also, we are streaming as a part of Hope.exe, which is a charity for the future. And we are doing this in order to help people that were recently affected by the recent typhoons in the Philippines. Yee! So if you got any spare cash, and only if you got spare cash, because you know, life is hard, life is tight, you know, if bad things happened. And also, so, you know, it's the Christmas season, we be spending lots. If you got some extra monies on you, kindly please donate to the charity. You can get it on the description on TubeTube and or exclamation point. Or an exclamation point charity. Exclamation point charity on Twitch. Thanks guys for the raid. Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's continue this. Let's continue the game. You slice a doji door open with a smooth motion, revealing the room inside. I hope no one died in this room. None yet. His voice is as dry as the air in here. Seems like evil spirits are the only ones staying here. This needs to change. I swish my tail, stepping further inside. A little warmth, a little charm, a lot of exorcism, and scrubbing in this place would be something special. I simply cannot wait. Alright, first start of business. Who's cleaning all this? That would be you. My dear, you really think I'd fall for that? You're the Okami now. Yes, and the proper Okami delegates. Speaking of, where are all the staff? Surely you weren't running this place alone. No, there were others. Where? A soldier spirit who cooked, a broom that never stopped sweeping, a lazy river dweller who barely did anything, unless bribed. When my strength faded away, they withdrew. Yokoi bound to a place need energy to remain. Without it, a slumberer disappear. So they've been asleep this whole time? Perhaps, or waiting. I can no longer tell the difference. He says it like it doesn't hurt. But something in his voice tells me it does. His weight shifts. Something is off. Boss? His posture wavers, his balance falters, and before I know it, he collapses. Shimon? I move without thinking, catching him before he fully crumbles to the floor. The crush of a gauntlet. I keep getting rumors of the player that plays a bracket 2 deck is winning against bracket 3. Report like some kind of incident who it is. Oh! I actually don't know where Gauntlet is. I don't know if I've heard of that before. I move without thinking, catching him before he fully crumbles to the floor. When it comes to Magic the Gathering, I sort of don't like playing like in public shops anymore. I've ended up just like playing with the pods, you know what I mean? Just the same old guys. It's lighter than I expected. It's in UP. Oh! Surprisingly so, for someone built like a tragic mountain god, I thought I'd need more divine intervention, or at least a sturdy wheelbarrow. Well now, look who still has upper body strength. You overdid it, didn't you? Silence. I sigh, pressing my fingers light in his wrist, checking the pulse beneath the skin. Wait, you guys even have a pulse? I'm alive. I smooth as a stray lock of white hair. I smooth a stray lock of white hair away from his mask, brushing it carefully behind his ear. You really don't take care of yourself, huh? It looks like he might respond, but in the end he doesn't. Lucky for you, dear. You've just hired the best Okami there is. He groans faint. He's groans softly. I take that as acceptance. Man, what do you mean we play sometimes still? You don't play with me no more. To be fair, I haven't had enough time in my to play Magic the Gathering. You need space in your life. I haven't had space in my life recently because I've been streaming too hard. Now where's your room? Unnecessary. So he's one of those the quiet brooding types who wear their past like a second mask and dare you to ask what's underneath. Let me guess, you think you can sleep anywhere, don't ya? Yes. No, absolutely not. If I let you, you'll curl up in some drafty hallway and waste away in your sleep. Proper yoga master must have a proper room. He exhales aggressively. The nerve. Look, you can fight me on this, or you can just tell me where it is, and I'll let you sleep in peace. Your choice. End of the hall. Alright, boss, up we go! Shimon's room is unsurprising. It's organized, spotless even, but it is also the most lifeless space I have ever stepped into. This is the room of a man who had decided to live his life as an aesthetic exercise in suffering. I shift my grip again. Still surprised I'm carrying him at all. To be honest, and lower him carefully onto the futon. The second he touched the mattress, his body fully gave in to the exhaustion. Hello, Cloudy. Oh, did we make it? Wait, just to be sure. So, were you able were you sure to shout out the right people for the thing? Yeah, make sure you shout out the right people. I can't check right now, unfortunately. I mean, I could. Well, I am checking right now, but I can't seem to determine whether or not it happened or not. Oh, okay. A fun tip for mods. If you go to mod view. Oh wait, no, you're on mobile. Shit. No, but then like if you're on desktop, if you go to mod view, you can see all the people that did the stuff and all. I think you see all the activity feed. Yeah. The second he touched the mattress, his body fully gave in to the exhaustion. You know, most people keep something in the room, a trinket, a book maybe, like anything that suggests they have feelings. Silence, which is expected but still. Help change his clothes. Simon's drenched in sweat. Without thinking, I reach for the collar of his robe, loosening the fabric slightly to help him breathe. My fingers brush the warm skin of his chest. It's searing. His skin radiates an intense amount of heat. Okami-sama? He's burning up. And yet, when I touch him, I'm the one holding my breath. His hand twitches as he gestures towards the wooden chest in the corner. So he's aware, and very much letting this happen. Your clothes are in there? With the smallest nod, head tilting, observing me. I move to the chest, slide it open. Inside, a stack of folded robes, identical in design. I grab one from the top and return. All right, let's get you out of this, boss. No funny business. I'm doing this as a professional, a responsible adult. I kneel beside him, fingers brushing his shoulder as I pull the outer robe down slowly. The damp fabric clings before giving way. My palm accidentally grazes the curve of his back. Shimon inhales sharply. A tremor runs through his arm. Hold still, all right? Shimon exhales slowly now, then speaks with a low tone. You're very thorough, Okami-sama. My gaze freezes just below his collarbone. My heart does something rather scandalous. This man is trembling, but he still has the gall to tease me like this. I swallow the urge to retort. There, that's better. You'll be back to grumbling at me in no time. I trace my thumb carefully along the edge of his sleeve. A light, pointless touch. I convince myself it's just a fold. We both know it isn't. Sleep well, Shimon. Sil, did we shout out the right guy? I mean, hello? Knock knock? Knock knock? Okay, no. Which one did we not shout out? Okay. Give me a sec. Sorry, guys. I've been awake for far too long. I know it's noon. It's just noon, but I've been awake for far too long. Like, I can't see very well anymore. Which one did we not shout out? Okay, I don't think we shout out. Am I going insane? Did nobody reply to me about anything? Hellos? Is anyone here? Bruh. I didn't know if I did the wrong. Hello, guys. Yeah, you're here. Okay, okay. Just making sure. Hello, Hepcat. Thanks for guys for chatting for a while there. Because I was talking to my mod and I've read through a lot and they haven't responded. I'm like, wait a minute. Well, I mean, it's normal for them not to respond. It's not that big of a deal. It's just that for a while there, I thought that maybe I disconnected or something, or maybe my chatbot doesn't work. Thanks, guys, for responding. Hi, Cyclops Leader. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the check-in. Now that's settled. He really was planning to shoulder all this alone, wasn't he? How long has he been carrying this weight? There's no staff to help out in this broken place, and this man is too stubborn to ask for help. But I've always had a soft spot for beautiful things in need of repair. And you, White Tiger, are long overdue for someone to take care of you for once. I will drag this place back to life, and maybe you along with it. Maybe you along with it, huh? Alright, this place is a mess. Let's fix that. I usually lurk, but I'm glad I raided into this game. It is great. Aww! I'm glad you're here. Okay. Attacked with dirt, cobwebs, and evil spirits are using mouse left click until they are removed from the environment. Eye sharp, dust, cobwebs, gunk, whatever. Okay. Ryokan, gosh darn it, and it will start acting like one. Let's keep finding and clearing every nook and cranny. The more I clean, the lighter the air will feel. And who knows? Tutorial area. There's 3 objects can give you the information what units pass in history Ryokan. For the areas cleaned, lock secrets seen at the end of each chapter. Okay. Like a few little secrets. Oh no, help me. Help! Help? What if I didn't understand the instructions? Oh, wonderful. Whispering from the trees. Probably eavesdropping spirits. Juggling 3 tasks. I hear. Okay, thanks, click the ghosts and dust. Okay. But what is just blood in the water? Well, that's either caused by swamp gas or a creature lurking underneath the water. I don't want to deal with either. Oh, no. Absolutely not. I refuse to be dragged under in those hands. Oh no. Oh no, okay. Moving eyes. Okay. Die! I'll be okay. Well, I did it. Okay. Will this spirit... He will. He can be exorcised. 2 more. Oh, fix broken things. Thank you. Well, this little embroidery has Heinz's initials with the letter M. No guess makes the time to embroider a napkin just for fun. Your bars are melting again. Oh no. Charm tired with careful knots? I don't think it's a mere decoration. I wonder if human strength had already waned back then. Nature's claiming this way. I suppose like I should reclaim it. Off with you, vines. Okay. Oh, an Afuda. Whoever the writer was, they prayed for Byako. Not prayed for Byako, not to Byako. Oh, that's sweet. I don't think that's what caused it. Just scrub it clean. Area cleaned. Did I find the secret spots? I do not know. I hope so. Okay, that's okay. Here we go. Packed but never used. Or maybe whoever had this left in such a hurry that it was forgotten. Wonder why she would never bother removing it. Even though the writing is faded, he still keeps it here. This wooden plaque is important to him. Guests should be signing in, not having a sneezing fit. Let's clean the guest book. But look at the handwriting, very sophisticated, very intricate. Whoever wrote this was probably the type who labeled all the storage jars and rearranged the towels when bored. A little light would be nice, preferably on the non-ominous kind. Okay, dokie. Time to clean. Alright, above the guest book, that's just rude. The one to sign under a spider ambush. Yeesh! Yeesh, there's a ghost in there. A torn scroll? I just have one left in a hurry. And accidentally ripped it? Or there was a fight and this was the aftermath. Oh my god. There's a ghost there! I clicked it by accident. Of course there's dried blood in the floor because this place isn't creepy enough already. I think the windows are only ones dazzling in this ryokan thanks to the suspicious yellow sails. Saints. Why did the stains laugh at me? Help! Yahoo! Cleared! Okay. One more. A serene mind like still water. A mind ruffled by events and the stress of life. Is that what the writer's striving for? Aww, this figure looks handmade. Crude shape, but with love in every dent. It's a tiger like Byako. Shimon kept it, so either he's sentimental or really bad at cleaning is spring cleaning. Need one more. Hi. Imagine sleeping here. The face peeks behind the glass like a clingy past lover. Exorcism. I hope Shimon doesn't keep a literal corpse here instead of figuratively. Lesser and Hilden folded so many times before. I read the sentence, "Dear Shimon," and immediately closed it again. I don't think it's my place to sleep around. Who wants to sleep in a cobweb with a cobweb over their head? Die! Exorcism! I hope this isn't the guest leftovers. That would be very awkward to clean. And of course, because sleep paralysis it wasn't terrifying enough already. There's one more up there. Bitch! Stop running away from me! Area cleaned. I stepped back, surveying my work with no small amount of satisfaction. The dust gone, the cobwebs vanquished. The evil spirits are probably migrating somewhere else. When I hear footsteps behind me, I turn just as Shimon enters and oh no, why? Why is he handsome? He was always handsome. Why does he look like that after barely a nap? His skin has color again, his shoulders look broader, his jawline is more defined, and I bet I can use it to slice mochi. His sleeping for a little bit changes appearance so drastically? Is that even allowed? My gaze absolutely betrays me, and of course he knows it. Near my throat, so hard I might have dislodged my spine, and immediately thrown my hands towards a freshly cleaned lobby. Well. Look who's up and walking. What do you think? It is acceptable. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I mishear? Because it sounded like you just undersold my miracle work. Everything's still standing. That is an improvement. I gasped, patted my chest like he just struck me with a mortal wound. Everything is still standing after all I've done? This is the level of praise I get? Would you prefer a ceremony, a festival in your honor? Small compliment won't hurt. I will see if the spirits can play instruments. Did he just joke back? Did my ears trick me? Admit it, you're impressed. Sigh. You did well. Wait, say it again? No. Just one more, please. So I can cherish your compliment. Also, just only this. It is nice to walk around a place that does not resemble an evil spirit's final resting place. Aha, victory. I fold my arms triumphantly while well, I can't tell what his expression is under the mask, but I know what he approves. Perhaps it is time. Time? To reopen, start gathering power again? Then let's do it. Step forward, tilting my head, watching him closely. I'll make the Ryokan chant again. Boss, just you watch. We will see. So we will succeed. And this time, he doesn't argue. The Ryokan creaks as if exhaling for the first time in years. The dust may have settled, but the real chaos is only just beginning. This wasn't in the schedule. I said, let's have tea under the bridge and watch the river. Not, let's accidentally dig up your entire emotional history, boss. But here we are, right before the inn is about to open its doors again. Figured we could both use a moment to breathe before someone inevitably demands a refund since we are understaffed. So I set the cups down, steal a glass to him, and say, tea? Simon, tea? You want the tea? Okay.
Kami, you're still in the server.
Ah, shit, I'm so dead. Can somebody kick me out?
Nope, I don't have powers.
Okay, here we go. I'll just leave like a normal person.
Man,
You
sorry,
jump scared me! I get so jump scared. That was so scary. Sits across from me as I pour the tea. Ah! Okay. Tell me something, boss. Have you ever shared tea with someone as alluring as I am? I would rather not answer. You'd get cocky. Oh, he thinks he's clever tonight. Careful. Say one more charming thing and I might start taking this as a date. It is tea. He's smirking. He sips unbothered while I sip louder and very bothered. You're lucky I find deadpan charm appealing. I used to sit like this with someone many years ago. He had lovely hands and terrible timing. He left. Said life at the Ryokan wasn't romantic enough, shame. And looked very good in an apron. What about you? Surely even white tigers have a romantic face? He set his cup down, then paused. Come on, boss, give me something. There was someone. Now we're getting somewhere. Someone, That's all I get? You did not offer a name either. Fair, but mine didn't leave behind some fancy handmade gifts like calligraphy or a tiger figurine. Seems like that one got a reaction. You've been snooping, it seems. I manage an inn, so I don't snoop, dear. I uncover. What does she like? She liked quiet places. Then she would have hated me. She would. But I wouldn't. My, dangerous choice of word. That's quite a bold statement, boss. Interpret it however you wish. But you deflected from my original question. Of course I didn't mean to pry, boss. I'm above that, but I was just wondering if I should be jealous of a ghost with good taste. Jealousy would be pointless, So is resisting me, and yet here we are, Finished our tea in silence. Well then, that's enough honesty for one cup, agreed. Let him keep his secrets for now. Oh my god. Is that it? Is that the demo? It's so nice! I don't know if we missed anything. I don't know if we missed anything. You sure know Komi's type? Ah, yes, I like them strong guys. Well, you know what helps? It helps that he's like so big, and he's also round. Reminds me of Meowdy. Reminds me of Meowdy much, yeah? I don't know if I did it right though. Aww. Alright, guys, do we KO ourselves now? Do we extinguish? Well, okay, maybe we might acquire the game when the real game comes out. The cleaning games with more play. It's a new demo, so they extended the little cleaning games with more plays. Really? So what was the old demo? So I know that they had a demo prior, and they advised me to stream the game later later in the month. So what is the old demo like? What is the old demo like? So I have no frame of reference. So I'm a silly person. Dun, dun, dun. Next game I think is a full game, but I don't think we can play the full game. And the entry, the area outside, it's the same story from what I saw. Oh, ooh. I think this sounds fun. Sounds like a really good game. Sounds like it'll be really fun. I like how they established the mystery. Alright. But like they added stuff like the ribbon tied to the post. Oh, that was new. Ooh. Okie dokie. Why am I here? Actually, this is still the wrong place. It's supposed to be here. Hello. Hi guys. Hey. So, okay. So since we're done with this demo, the next game on our list. Okay. First off, good demo, good game, exciting. Personally, I'd play it when it releases. I'd play it when it releases. Would I stream it when it releases? No, probably not. Probably not unless I'm obligated to. But I'd say yes, it's very good. It's very exciting. I want to know what happens next. You know, I've been playing a lot of what they call that, visual novels for the event. But I don't really play visual novels a lot. I'm glad people stay to watch them, honestly. But it sounds like so much fun. It sounds like such a good story, man. I think a lot about all of the extra character art they're creating. Ah, that's nice. Mushroomallow, was that the name of the devs? They also made another game, like another one that's mystery. I played 2 games from this dev, right? I played this one and the other one about like the investigators, like the phayology. That's in phayology. That was a bit like, that one is a bit intense in terms of like investigations. Like you have to keep your brain open. You have to keep your brain open for that one. You need to keep your thought hole open for that game. Okie dokie. So that being said, is that it for Okami? And will I? What do I think? What do I think about the game? I think it's great. It's really exciting, and like, let's be real. I think I'm really excited to see what happens next, or to figure out what's going on, right? And maybe I might buy it when it releases. Maybe. It's a bit hard when you're a streamer, is the problem. It's a bit hard when you're a streamer because it's hard to play games when you don't have the time. When you're streaming, you know, it's hard to find time to play games that you don't play on stream. But yeah, oh my god, that was so fun. Okay. I really liked the music, and the art was amazing. And for some, they gave me a cute guy. Well, he's not cute. He's handsome. They gave me a cool, mysterious individual. Art of a story with good character interaction. You're right. I like the music. Okay, okay. Since I read as a streamer, right? I do be reading these out loud, right? The music really helps with the vibes, you know? Like, it's so good. The music's so good. The art is so good. I like how cute the protagonist is. The female protagonist is. I like how she used to be an old lady. She passes away, comes back, and she's immediately like, you know, like, she's immediately like, you know what I mean? Like, she's immediately extra flirty, you know? She has a good person. I like her personality very much. It's like, it's a bit different than what I'm used to, right? She's got so much personality. Alright, when it comes out, I will heavily recommend it to the girlies. Heavily recommend it to the Otome fans. Right, okie dokie. So, while we're switching games, we're gonna go BRB real quick, and then pretend like this is an entirely new stream. Because it is an entirely new stream over at certain platforms. If this is a manga, I'll read it. True. Why don't you just buy the game, bro? Joke. Oh, it's just a demo right now. I'll be right back, guys.